Well, David Owen, the former Foreign Secretary, Brexit campaigner, joins me now. Lord Owen, very nice of you to come in. Does the Go vision, that one where we are part of some large free trade zone but not of the single market, tally with your own vision for Brexit? Vision, very specifically today, and we learned quite a lot. Not just optimistic, it is part of the free trade zone but not of the single market. We just heard from the World Trade Organization chief negotiator, a man who's been doing years of this,
which anticipates that somebody might be able to leave.
But
and
you can't say it's down to the Conservative government to make it work when we're trying to get people to understand.
Who gave us the referendum? Who gave us the referendum?
Well, you make it sound like you want it to fail then.
No, I don't think want it to fail. I don't believe it.
Stop us using that. You just heard from Pascal Lamy. Now, in Gove's vision, that doesn't happen.
No, it isn't. It's quite untrue. He is very helpful to us or to our EU partners, such as...
Though?
Well...
With Germany itself or with the whole of the EU?
Germany sells us. Then there's another question,
but
the
would
Canadian...
you say an end to freedom of movement, to border control, is central to your own... In an exclusive television interview, the singer Lily Allen has told Newsnight she feels victim-shamed by the Metropolitan Police. On Sunday, she told The Observer that she felt let down and dismissed as a nuisance by police over her repeated reports of a persistent abusive stalker. Alex Gray has a history of psychiatric problems and was known to the police. He was finally convicted this month, 8 years after he first threatened her. It was only when he broke into her house, then stole her bag, that police caught and charged him with burglary and harassment. The charges didn't, to her dismay, include stalking. In response to Allen's comments, a senior officer at the Met emailed her warning that her interview could deter others from going to the police at all. Lily Allen spoke to Kirsty earlier today about her support for a national register of serial stalkers. First, we asked about that terrifying ordeal, which first began with some abusive tweets. The interview contains strong language. Affected by any of the issues that we've discussed tonight, you can contact Paladin, the National Stalking Advocacy Service. By now, you've probably heard the one about the goat, the Turkish president, and the antiquated German law. That fine line between great satire and mindless offence is one that's often tested, but a transgression doesn't often cause a fully fledged diplomatic incident. Not so the German comedian Jan Böhmermann's song about the Turkish president, which alleged President Erdogan was a fan of bestiality, amongst other things. Mr. Böhmermann's now under police protection, and Angela Merkel's government has approved a criminal inquiry under a little-used law concerning insults against foreign heads of state. Here's Secunda Kamani. Secunda Kamani. Well, earlier I spoke to the great public intellectual Michael Ignatieff, former leader of Canada's Liberal Party, now professor of the practice of politics and the press at Harvard. I asked him what choice Angela Merkel had but to allow the prosecution. Well, sadly, that's all we have time for, but Evan's here tomorrow night. From all of us here, good night.